Hi, I'm Dave Mars with Conservation Tips. You know, attics and roofs can provide you shelter from the rain and also, some storage spots. But one of the most important functions is to, add insulation so you can lower your utility bills. But insulation without proper airflow above it can also cause you overheating in the summer and condensation problems in the wintertime. So today on Tips, we're going to show you how to achieve proper attic ventilation. When this house was constructed, they had 2 gable vents put on either end. And you think, well, that'd be enough ventilation. But over the years, they've realized that the attic was getting warmer than they wanted it to. So when they re-roofed, they added some cap vents that you see up here. It helps a little bit, but it's only half the solution. We need to provide a way for the cooler air to get into the attic so the warm air can get out the top. So that's what we're going to show you today, is how to open up that soffit so we can get some cool air in there and keep that attic temperature down. Now, fortunately, this house was also built with a nice overhang here, about 18 inches, so it's going to allow us a lot of room to cut a hole in here and put in a vent. Of course, if any project like this, you want to make sure that we got no wiring in the way. This light here is being fed by this wire here, so it's out of our way, so we're not going to be cutting into anything. You may want to check in the attic and make sure there's no hidden wiring going on before you putting power tools up there. And for a do-it-yourselfer, this 8 by 16 inch vent's a really good item to put in. It's very simple to put up. What you want to do is cut yourself a cardboard template like this so that you've got a nice edge around it, so we can put these convenient screws up to hold it up. And then all we need to do here is we're going to locate it between our rafters. Now we got rafters coming out like this, and you kind of tell, you got to look for a nailing pattern, and then you're going to put your vent right in the middle of those. And then you can very simply just do an outline of the cardboard. And that'll let you know where to cut the hole. And you want it about 6 inches away from the wall so we got good airflow going in. First step in the procedure of cutting out a rectangle of plywood, you got to drill a little hole for the jigsaw to go into. Next step in the procedure, of course, use a little jigsaw and cut along your lines. Now, once you've cut the holes, it's a good time to check and make sure that the insulation is low enough for some air to flow above it into the attic so you get that cooling effect. It's also a good time to check your level of attic insulation. Make sure you got about 12 inches up there, which will be an adequate level. Now, we're lucky in this situation that we've got an airspace above our attic insulation level. We have about 10 to 12 inches of attic insulation. So if you don't have that and you need to add some, well, you might want to put a chute like this on the roof decking so that it will provide you an airspace so that the air can get into the attic. Now we've got all that clear, we can go ahead and install our cover. Pretty simply done. I like to use self-tapping screws. They work a little bit easier, it seems. Now we put this first vent in about 2 feet from the end, and you want to run these about every 4 foot all the way down the line. You could also cut up a strip of soffit vent out here and put in a strip vent like this to do the whole soffit if you wanted to. Now, if you're tired of the maintenance of this old wood here and painting it, what have you, you might want to cover with a metal or a vinyl soffit covering. Make sure, though, wherever they have a perforated panel, that there are holes cut through this existing soffit so we can get some airflow in that attic, get that heat out in the summertime, save you money, save you energy. Dave Mars with Conservation Tips. I'll see you next time.